Hello again, all you amazing people out there. It's Jerry K with another episode of Walking and Talking with Jerry K. So let's go take a walk. But before we do, I'm going to be talking about, one of the things I'm going to talk about is the schizophrenic weather here in Florida. So yesterday is when the hurricane hit. And today I'm going on a walk. I am going to be showing you guys some of the aftermath in the, like little, I don't know what you want to call it, rainforest, jungle, whatever it's called. Some of the, what has happened. Like behind me, you know, the downed tree. I'm trying to get this right. And I'll probably be showing you some other stuff along the way. You know, like, oops, where is it? Like, there's other trees. I'll show you. But let's get walking. So, it's kind of funny that had another storm, because when I did my very first Walking and Talking with Jerry K, it was talking about the storms in our life. And I just think based on this latest hurricane that just came through, literally yesterday, last night, I mean less than 12 hours ago actually, it's just another reminder of these storms, you know, like stuff like this, just absolutely pummeled. But if you look at the storms, like the literal storm is what we experienced, but we experience figurative storms in our life all the time, you know. Matter of fact, I think most people these days are experiencing more in the way of life storms than they pretty much ever have. And I just want everybody to understand that life storms are just like real storms, in as much as the more prepared you are for them, the more likely it is that you come out the other side unscathed, which obviously is what a person would or should want. I don't know if it's what they do want, but it's what they should want. So how can you be prepared for life's storms? Well, there's little things. How do you prepare for a regular storm? They told us that electricity might be, go out. Well, I have a backup battery. So I made sure that it was charged and ready to go. They told us water might get interrupted. So I made sure that I had sufficient amount of water prepared that would last me and my wife for at least a few days. I took steps to prepare because that's my responsibility. It's nobody else's responsibility to be prepared for me. Same thing as in life. It's nobody else's responsibility to be prepared for the storms that you might face. It's your responsibility. So just like me putting water in a container to be prepared, charging up all of our devices to make sure they were, fully charged in case we lost power, having that extra power bank and everything, all those things that I did were in preparation for a storm. Now in life, sometimes we don't know that those storms are going to come. What the hell was that? Was that a little shrew? I don't know if that was a mouse or a little shrew. But I just saw a little creature jumping around. I digress, sorry. Basically, in life, we don't know when those storms are going to come. Pretty much like this, too. We only had a couple days' notice that this, the tropical storm was going to end up turning into a hurricane. It was going to wind up, making its way up to where we were, so we would feel part of it. Now, luckily, we didn't get hit that hard. I feel very fortunate about that, and my heart goes out to anybody who experienced any loss of property, loss of life. It's a scary thing, actually. When those winds start howling up and the rain is knocking on your door, and it sounds like a person is banging on the door, there's some power behind it. So being prepared for what the storms that life might throw at you, the way you do that is by believing in yourself, knowing that you can rely on yourself, that you can count on yourself, that, the things that you're going to need to be able to get through the stormy times, that you can provide for yourself. One of the things that I try not to have to do is be rescued. I don't need to be rescued. I do my best to not put myself in any kind of situation where rescue would be something that would be necessary for me. Now, it's not to say that circumstances and situations and, things that are way outside of our control and way outside of, even being able to forecast and predict that might happen. Obviously, things do happen. But the more prepared you are for things, the better you're going to be able to handle them. And it's the same way in life when it comes to, look, okay, being realistic. This is what I'm talking about. Let's say that you work and you make $5,000 a month and you end up spending $5,000 a month. You end up with a lifestyle that is such that you burn through every dime that you earn every single month. Now, as long as you still have that job, that's fine. But what happens if you lose that job? Now all of a sudden you have nothing to fall back on. Why? Because you've been spending all your money, so you don't even have the ability to have savings to rely on. It's stuff like that. Those are the things that you have control over. Those are the things that you can be prepared for by making, and look, sometimes you have to make sacrifices, okay? That is an unfortunate reality. You know, everybody always says, oh yeah, there's always a catch. Well, yeah, there is always a catch. If you want the most out of something, you do have to understand that everything comes at a price. And I don't mean like capitalistic price, okay? I don't mean like a monetary price. But everything does come at a price. So like there's this little tiny, oh man, he's so tiny. Here, look. See if you can see him. See him? He's just like a little baby. Dude. Can you guys see him? Well, I hate to say it, but he probably got displaced by the storm, and he's probably going to get eaten by a snake. Hey man, circle of life. But if you're prepared for the storms that life might throw at you, you're going to be much better prepared to handle the aftermath, okay? So I guess the point of this is just making it through something like a storm is about preparation. If you're just going to wait until whatever happens, then what happens might not be good. But if you're prepared, you at least have a better chance of coming out unscathed, coming out successfully, protecting those that you love, the people that you care about, which I think at the end of the day, that is what most people want. So I hope everybody's safe. I hope you understand the message of this. You have a lot more control of your life than either you want to admit or that other people are telling you have. So be prepared for the storms of life by simply being prepared. Like, you know, that's what you just, the more solid you are with your own life, look into things, question things, find information, get answers to things so that you are mentally, physically, everything. That's why I'm doing these walking and talking with Jerry K. I'm encouraging people to get out and do more activity, get more steps in. Why? Why would I do that? Why would I care? Because I know the ramifications. I know what it's doing for you and that it's going to end up helping you. That's why I promote this. This is why I suggest this. So the stronger you become as a person, the more apt and able you are to handle the storms that life throws at you. And I want that for everybody. I want you to be able to come out the other side unscathed. That is the best way to come out of the other side of a storm. All right? So I hope everybody is safe. You guys have a good one. We'll catch you on the next video. And until then, you guys take care.